Hey guys, it's me, Carlos, with J. Carlos Fit Lab, and welcome to the live stream that we are about to get you guys going, answering some of your pressing questions and comments, going over comments you guys been sending over the last week and a half. And the top topics today, according to what you guys sent in, was how to get more sleep or better sleep, and also how come you find more time if you find yourself rushing and not getting enough time to get things done. To get your fitness and your me time back on track. So let's start with the sleeping part. Now, as you know, the order of priority that I always encourage and coach my clients is to work on their eating first, then sleeping, and then their training. So if you're looking to lose weight, get back in shape, or actually gain some control of what you're going after, eating first, your nutrition, then sleep so your body can be ready to take on whatever challenges your day has coming, and then the training. Get physically ready, so challenge your body. So, going over sleep, I'm going to share with you guys once again my favorite formula that I share with my private clients, and it's the 10-3-2-1-0 formula. Once again, this formula was created and shared to me by no other than Craig Ballantyne, which is an amazing fitness entrepreneur. And the way the formula goes, pretty simple, is 10 hours before you think you're wanting to go to bed, you stop taking any caffeine, any sweets or sugary drinks that can actually spike up your blood sugars and kind of kick in your nervous system. So that's the number 10, 10 hours. Okay. The number 3 is if you know you're going to go to bed by 10, you want to stop eating, especially heavy duty meals, 3 hours before bedtime. Okay, so that would allow your body to start settling the food, your stomach and all your acidity levels start calming down and do what they got to do. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 2, right here, number 2 is 2 hours before you know you wanting to go to bed and go to sleep. No blue screen, no screen at all. No tablet, no Kindles, no notebook, no phones, especially in bed, catching up on your latest social media. So 2 hours before bed, no screen time. Okay, and the reason for this is that we want to get your optical nerve right behind your eyeballs to start relaxing and start kind of slowing down the rate that they conduct all those stimulation. Okay, so that way your brain starts slowing down too. Okay, and then 1 hour before bedtime, you really want to spend 1 hour thinking uh, more about the gratitude component that what happened transpired throughout your day. So take an hour before bedtime. Is again, if you're going to bed at 10 or 11, like most of us do, right, with kids, around 10, you want to start slowing down, reading maybe some poems on paper, no screen, or just meditating, being grateful for things around you, for your health, for your family, for having a roof over your head, and all the simple things that we forget. I would say like 80+% of the people only do that during Thanksgiving and the holidays. So why not start doing it as a daily habit? Okay, and zero, move on to the next morning when you really your goal and your kind of quantitative measure if you're getting better sleep is that you don't have to hit the snooze. If you're finding yourself hitting the snooze 3 4 times when the alarm goes off, you're not getting quality sleep. So your goal is not to hit the snooze. Zero snooze time. Okay, so I hope that helps. 10-3-2-1-0 formula. Work your way backwards. I know it goes into a little planning. So if your average is to go to bed at 11, that means that you kind of watch the 11 o'clock news, right? You got to catch it next lunchtime. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. If you got any questions or special situations that you're like, Carlos, how do I go about doing this? Or my situation is more like this, definitely send me a comment or message and I will work it out with you. Okay? But it's very applicable, especially to parents and business owners or parents that are business owners like myself. Okay? Now, the other topic that a lot of people brought up in the last week and a half was not finding enough time. Everybody wants to, get to work out and get some me time and get back in shape and whatnot, but they're so busy running errands that they find themselves short on time. So a simple way, and this is one of the very few things that I get very metric, very objective about it, is to come out in a pie chart. And again, it's very dynamic, just like the Wheel of Sanity. But you don't have more time than I do. I don't have more time than Bill Gates do, or than any other billionaires do. Okay, so we all have, at the end of the day, we all have 160 hours per week. Okay, and this is when the planning comes into play. All right. So what we're gonna do with this chart, we're gonna allocate, time for what's important to you, so you can see where those glaring holes in your schedule, day to day, week to week, and month to month, you can caulk, so you can get your time back. Two things that you don't get. Time is one of them. So get control of your time, own it, and just manage it to the best of your ability. So this is going to help you. And I'm going to share with you guys a couple of categories that I think, as a busy parent, we all want. And of course, you can send me comments or messages if you have any additional ones. But here it goes. First and foremost, if you're a mom, you have errands to run. I mean, errands goes paying bills, taking returns back or sending stuff back on Amazon and all that. Errands. The other thing is some me time. And with me time, you can spread that out into, exercise walks, Pilates class, and whatnot. It will not include you taking care of yourself. That's another one. Your shower, your eating, and all that. That's a whole category. And again, is looking for those glaring holes throughout your day that you're spending your time that is not productive to what you want. At the end of the day, we want to accomplish, when we get to this 1 hour at the end of the day, feel graceful for all the stuff that we did, that we spent. Okay? Or the things that didn't happen, but you're looking forward to the next day. Okay? The next thing is, I'm going to put it up here because I'm going to split it out a little bit, is work. If you work from home, if you run your business, if you run a team, work, of course. If you work, we're going to include commute and all that. That's another concept here that we're going to add. So the other thing is, we're going to break into sleeping, which we just talked about, right? Now, it's going to be a duel between sleeping and work, right? Most people like to sleep the whole 8 hours a week. And we parents know that 8 hours is a push. Maybe get about 6 hours of good quality sleep, you should be okay. You should not be getting sick. You should feel fresh. You should feel clear in your mind, because when it's, you know exactly what you do. Of course, if you're an owner, you'll know about hours a week. Accounting, meetings, and all that, it's about 50. If you have an 8 to 5 job, that's a different story. You're probably in the 40 hours or so, give or take, with the commute. Okay. Now, the next area, I already talked to you about showers and whatnot. The other area that we're going to split out is family time. And I'm going to split it into two, and you'll see why. And again, this is per week. There's going to be some time that you're going to spend with us, meaning all of us together, we're going to spend time. And another time, and you see the trick here that I'll use, their time. So this is the time that they spend together. Maybe you can plan, play dates or practice and whatnot. So maybe while they do that, either you're taking a shower, eating, taking care of your personal business, or maybe having your me time, joining a 30-minute workout, doing a DVD, or ordering a workout on demand, or something to that extent. Okay? And then the other thing that we forget to, like I said before, depending if you work from home or not, is your commute. And if you know, here in Portland, traffic is getting crazy, right? So we're going to take some of that time away if you're working from home, or add it on from work if you're commuting, like to Salem, or sometimes I know some of my guys drive to Newburgh from Portland, so that's commute time. So now that you have your major pillars, sleep, work, running your errands, some me time, your shower, your eating, your getting dressed and all that, family time right here, and commute time to and from. Now you can figure out where you need to take time from, where you need to allocate time. And the key to make this work is two things, well, actually three things, but primarily out of two. One is leverage, the other one is delegation. Okay? Difference between those two we can go over later. But you guys gotta leverage your time, leverage your resources, leverage what you have, and delegate, especially moms. You guys are at fault. I always say it to, and I always say it to my friends and my clients, guys might be come across like the head of the family, but the head does not move without the neck, and you guys are the neck. Okay? So delegate, delegate, delegate. Tell us, hey, you got to do this, or get a nanny,